Hey, Grand Rising. So today we're going to be proudly introducing Binaural Synth 1.5. This is extremely unique tool. We see it as a Sonic Sigil, right? It's not a scientific tool. It actually a manifestation tool. It's really, really powerful. You can use it with your iTourus, I2, I1, I9, I5. You can use it with an imprinter. You can use it with using I2 as an imprinter, imprinting these frequencies to your pendant, IZ pendant. So there's so much you can use this for. Really, sky's the limit. So you can find it under Synth 1.5. It's absolutely free for now, but we are thinking about maybe only making it available for subscribers later on, but enjoy it while it lasts. And so here you have a custom some factory presets and they're categorized like under universal. Here you go down, then there are, you can see the categories, right? Tantric, up here chakra, so pay attention to those. You can either use a custom, we'll get to that later on, or play a factory preset. Very simple. So keep in mind this is a very, very powerful tool, so you need to use it as instructed on this video. If not, you have the risk of melting your device, or overheating your device, whatever device you're using, right? So definitely use it with cautious, and make sure definitely you watch this video to the end, because there's so much you need to cover and understand how to best utilize this tool. So let's get it started. So the first thing you want to do, you just hit play. I'm going to bring it down. You definitely don't want to be in red. The red, that means overheating the coil. But for the demo purpose, I'm just going to bring this down, really down to here, so I can talk, right? Otherwise, it's just going to be too much. So as I'm playing with this volume, as you can see, it shows which chakra is impacted. Our chakras, they're not just... Our chakra has two sides. Chakra is not one-sided. Each chakra has a polarity, plus or minus. Each chakra is like a lunar, solar. So left one is lunar, right one is solar. So pay attention to those as we go forward. Here you have the core frequencies. When you change any factor, it would automatically calculate the frequency. Here you can set the volume of each of these two frequencies, a core volume. It does not change the master volume. Keep it on low. It will calculate the sacred pattern. It would tell you benefit. It would tell you the frequency essence. And then let me bring this up. Yeah. And then you can see which chakras are impacted. Small intensity, small impact, high intensity, high impact. I'm going to bring it down. Here you set the duration, whether you want 30, 45, 90. A loop is removed on purpose, because we don't want you to overheat your coil or device. For now, we don't have loop. So the rest here is modulators. Down here we have effects. So the modulators adding more dimension, dynamic, more depth into your sound. Be very careful with these. They can make your sound very powerful. And keep in mind, these are not pre-recorded audio tracks. These are synthesized audio. So you're getting the absolute pure tone, full spectrum with no medium in between, like MP3 or compressor or encoders or anything, right? You just get the pure audio from here. It's really gold, this tool. And then first we have sacred harmonic. Make sure you bring this down. And then you can set the pattern, all sacred pattern. Here you have the subs. Be careful, really careful with subs. The subs is the one that can make your device overheat. And then The sweeps are like sirens, right? They will have movements. They start from one frequency, they move to another range. It's a range of frequency based on these sacred patterns. And then we have the reverb, which is a spectrum, right? It's like when you're in a room, clap your hand, and then you hear the reverb of the room, right? This is exactly the wet. Dry is how much you want to submerge, or dry or submerge, and volume, how much volume do you want to have, and which pattern do you want the reverb to follow. Sacred delay, same thing, which pattern you want the delay to follow, and then how much you want to submerge, how much volume you have. It's always best to you design this when you're designing using a headphone, a wired headphone over the ear. Always no Bluetooth, no in-ears, nothing, just just a basic, any basic over the ear, or you can hook it up to a coil and then feel the energy based on what I'm going through, right? But make sure you're never in the red. If you're here, if he's hitting red, that means it's too much. So I'm just going to keep this down for now. And then here, in order to delay and reverb to have impact, to be activated, you need to have an impulse. This is the same thing as you're making a soup and you have somebody on top of it stir it all day long, but this is using a certain sacred geometry, right? And make sure, especially if you're running it for 90 minutes or longer time, then you have this on. This will make sure the frequency is stirred, in a certain sacred pattern, and it really helps with avoid overheating and making sure your coil stays stable. So you can turn it on, set the tempo, and then choose the tempo or the pattern for the rhythm, and then set the signature, and then you can set the depth, how you want, how deep do you want it, right? How the penetration of the rhythm. And really helps with the delay and reverb impulse, right? Otherwise you're not going to get those. And then once you're done, you can see now after everything, which chakras they're impacted. Let me bring the volume up. As you can see, we're getting a really nice coherent energy right now. I'm going to bring it down so I can talk. And then once you're done, you're basically gonna hit save. It's gonna save it on the same name, so you know which one was the starting point. You can then load it, and then you can delete it right from here. So let me show you. If I go to a factory preset right now, let me stop this. Nothing is loaded, right? Then I go here, load this. Then this is exactly, and then just basically hit play, and you're back to your frequency, all with all settings, and it's like a program. And then you have custom here. Let's say I love you, and then hit. Make sure you don't miss a spell. It has to be spelled correctly. And then calculate frequencies, and then it will tell you benefits. It will tell you frequency, essence. You can play it. You can add whichever modulator on it, as we went through. You can also, just for the testing purposes, if you put this in, you can see it's acknowledging difficulty, emotions, so it understands really what you're trying to do. If you are experiencing abundance or any issues with your body, you can do, let's say you're in pain, right? I always do it in a state of now, never do it in future or past. So I am pain free, right? That would be one. Then you see calculate, then you can save it. You can go ahead and set any settings, and then you can load it from your custom. And then if you don't want it, make a mistake or anything, just go ahead and delete it. Very simple. I am wealthy, for example, right? I'm healthy. So make sure you don't miss a spell. That's really important. And this is the type where you can convert your prayers into manifestations, right? But make sure, this is the must, they have to be in the present moment. If you don't know how to do that, you can put your prayer into ChatGPT, ask it to do in the present moment. It will do that for you. Copy and paste it right here. You cannot go over 66 characters. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Give it a try and let us know what you think. If you have any questions, anything, just let us know. And it's really a fun tool to have, and you can tackle anything, right? You can basically do I am cancer free. You can do this for yourself, you can do this for others, you can do remote healing, you can, so there's, sky's the limit what you can do with this. Take care guys, let us know what you think.